would love to know the story behind Sahil Gupta and the story of the brand Bodycraft.
I'm a Fauji Brat. I mean, Fauji Brats are friends.
Right. So an engineer who's making people look good. Now,
Let's just say an engineer who understands the nuts and bolts
okay.
and works in the back end to fix nuts and bolts and hopefully build stuff.
Treatments which you see are becoming extremely relevant for your customers.
So laser hair reduction,
Like very popular treatment, yeah?
yeah, it's huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even men participate in
Men participate, I'm sure, yeah. Okay. What is a HydraFacial? होता क्या है ये?
it. So there's a proprietary HydraFacial technology / machine,
Right.
which is FDA approved and patented in the US.
Okay.
And what it does for you is it kind of combines a device-based intervention along with infusion.
Infusions. What's the next big thing for Bodycraft?
We work on body contouring, we work on facial aesthetics with injectables and fillers.
Okay.
We
Botox and fillers are like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. What all we operate, our model is not the most simple to execute. The asset is large.
And I have with me a very special guest. Please welcome Sahil Gupta.
Thank you, Jitin.
He runs Bodycraft. It's a fantastic chain of salons, dermatology, practices, and a lot of great treatments you can get for yourself, your skin. You can look better, you can look great if you walk into any of Bodycraft centers. And I believe they have 18 centers.
We have 18 locations across Bangalore, Bombay, and Mangalore.
Bangalore, Bombay, and Mangalore. And I think during the course of this conversation, we'll figure out more growth plans of Bodycraft.
I've been following what you guys have been doing, and I think there's some very exciting prospects out there for the both of us.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. So Sahil, I think, we would love to know, and I think our viewers would love to know the story behind Sahil Gupta and the story of the brand Bodycraft. So please tell us, how did this all start?
Yeah, I mean, I think Sahil Gupta's story is intertwined in what Bodycraft is.
Right. So let's start with the Sahil Gupta story.
At least for the past 13, 14 years now.
Right.
So I'm a Fauji Brat.
Okay.
Right. My father was in the Armed Medical Corps.
Right.
He served all over the country.
Right.
And Bangalore happened to be one of the last places where we were posted.
Right.
Before he went on field postings, which was in Jammu, Kashmir, Leh Ladakh, etc.
Right.
Where families couldn't go.
Okay.
So we traveled across the spectrum of India with him.
Fauji families have this exotic life, right? You can travel across multiple schools. यहाँ भी जाएंगे, वहाँ भी जाएंगे, right? Different vibe.
I don't think it's a very happy place for from the moving and packing perspective.
Right.
But yes, you get to see the country and you get to make.
But I can tell you a lot of other kids, at least back in the day, I know a lot of other kids used to envy the Fauji kids because they could keep moving around different schools, different places, etc. It was like, looked exotic from the outside.
Yeah. It was exotic in the sense of also the Fauji mess and the Fauji clubs.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of, amenities at our disposal. Right.
Right.
Lawn tennis,
Yeah.
pools, etc.
Yeah.
The Fauji school buses transport us all the time. So
Right.
it was a very, very fun ecosystem, very close-knit
Right.
and social ecosystem.
Right.
And I mean, Fauji Brats are friends for
Right.
life,
Yeah.
I would say. So
That is true. Yeah.
it's a different school of upbringing.
Right. So where have you done your schooling? Like predominantly, like.
So I remember Calcutta, then I remember Arunachal Pradesh,
Okay.
which was a fantastic experience. Then
Northeast is beautiful, yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
then we were in Dehradun, and then finally I came to Bangalore.
Okay.
For my engineering, I went to the REC in Nagpur.
Yeah.
So I've seen Maharashtra quite a bit.
Right.
And then I came back to Bangalore. I worked for about 3-4 years. I'm a civil engineer.
Okay.
So I worked with a very large construction firm over here called the Prestige Group.
So an engineer who's making people look good. Now.
Let's just say an engineer who understands nuts and bolts.
Okay.
And works in the back end to fix nuts and bolts and hopefully build stuff.
Okay.
While the women in the family, which is my mother, who's the founder,
Right.
My sister, who followed in her footsteps,
Yeah.
and my wife, who's the founder of the clinical practice,
Right.
They are essentially the face of the brand, and
Right.
I guess I just got lucky.
Right.
This entire DNA.
Right.
So they're the forefront.
So all the lady luck in the family, and I think this is very exotic, right? I mean, this is very interesting, and I think I want all of you to know this, that many of you may know the brand Bodycraft, especially I think they are very popular in Bangalore. I think other cities also, Sahil and team are expanding. But this brand was started by his mother, and then as he just mentioned, that his mother, his sister, his wife, all of them are involved in building Bodycraft, the brand. And he happens to be, I mean, he's I think, humble enough to be saying that I'm enjoying the lady luck, but I'm sure there's a lot of hard work that goes behind.
I'm enjoying the good fortune.
Yeah.
The only thing you traverse through possibly sometimes is walking around eggshells because there's so many women at the front. We're also women run business in terms of the large part of the workforce.
Right.
So
how large is the workforce?
We're about 700 plus people now.
Wow. Okay.
And about 70% is women.
70% women.
Yes.
Okay.
We're as inclusive as it could get.
Okay.
At least in terms of gender participation.
Right.
We also have people from across of India.
Right.
Working with us.
So we happen to be shooting this in the week, which I think Women's Day is just a couple of days away. So I think it couldn't be better timing.
So this is my second recording. A day ago, I was recording the Women's Day message.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I think Women's Day has huge special meaning when you have so many women leading from the front.
Yeah.
When you have so many, I would say, budding, enterprising entrepreneurs within the ecosystem.
Right.
And of course, like I said, majority of the workforce is delivered, is focused and committed to delivering the Bodycraft promise, which is, feel beautiful.
Feel beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's just who we are. We want people to feel beautiful experiences.
Right.
Feel comfort, trust, warmth when they come to us. What we'd like to say is, you feel beautiful and feel at home.
Feel beautiful and feel at home. Yeah. So why don't you tell our viewers about how you guys started with this brand now? So we understand a little bit about Sahil Gupta, the person, but let's talk about the brand. I believe Bodycraft started as a small salon, herbal salon, as probably you call it. Yeah.
It was a small herbal beauty clinic.
Yeah.
My mother, as she traveled across the cities while my father was getting posted, picked this up at the Shehnaz Herbal Training Institute.
The Shehnaz Herbal Institute. Okay.
It goes back that long. She was the protege in a sense.
Right.
And then when we came to Bangalore, the business assumed different dimension because we were here for much longer.
Right.
Than the 3-year stints typically that we would have in other cities.
Right.
She started getting a lot of people coming from what we call the civilian crowd, right? Because
the Fauji lingo, the civilian crowd. Yeah.
Civils, right?
Yeah. Civils, yeah.
They started coming to us because a lot of the army daughters who were in college, etc., they started bringing their friends over.
Okay.
And then their mom started coming, and their sister started coming, and then their brother started coming.
Right.
So it kind of it kept rolling on until there was enough momentum for her to initiate something which is a commercial practice. I guess you would practice this at home or in the Army Officers Institute.
Right.
A lot of the people who would come to her were obviously impressed with how she could solution for them, but she was also extremely hospitable. So a session at Bodycraft would mean the therapy plus chai, matri, etc., etc.
So was it still called Bodycraft?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was just that they came to Manjul Gupta at that time.
Okay, Manjul Gupta at that time, yeah.
When she started this venture, I think everything, which was putting up the place, the brand, the logo for the brand, everything was supported by all of these clients who had become friends, right? So
wow.
That was what the Bodycraft ethos was kind of built on.
Crowd building.
Yeah.
If we could call it, yeah.
So they supported her tremendously. The first store was a great success.
Okay. So where was the first store? The first formal premises, which was like,
It was in this apartment building on Coles Road.
ये apartments में ना बहुत सारे startups start होते हैं. वो first exotic story of apartment building ये बड़ी common है. Yeah.
So this is as brick and mortar as a startup. But yeah, so that's where we started. Swati joined my mother, Swati my sister.
Yeah.
About 5-6 years later.
Okay.
Then we opened a very large store, which is what the Bodycraft format is today.
Right.
Largest kind of space.
Right.
But goes, from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Yeah.
In terms of covering all your needs.
So please explain to our viewers the spectrums that a typical Bodycraft center would cover. Yeah.
So the salon setup will cover hair.
Hair.
Everything that you have to do with hair.
Right.
Everything that is personal grooming and women's essentials.
Right. Is it largely women-centric, or can men also, let's say, have certain
About
services?
65% of the population in terms of our clientele is women.
Is women, yes. Okay.
So, like I was saying, so personal grooming needs, women's essentials,
Yeah.
therapeutic skincare in terms of facials,
Right.
basic and advanced,
Right.
wellness, so basic, relax and unwind with, massages,
Right.
all the way to body massages,
Like a spa.
like a spa, like
Okay.
a day spa.
Right.
And then, of course, the nail bar, bridal. So we kind of go across the spectrum, right?
Right.
A lot of people are focused on specific categories.
Right.
I would say in terms of the other players in the industry, we are a full stack kind of brand, right? We do everything,
Yeah.
and of course, the brand has a long legacy. So over time, it's also built out in a way that every category has deep focus and I would say best in class practices established.
Right. Right.
So we hopefully deliver
Right.
well across the spectrum as
Right.
well.
So salon is is the beginning of the spectrum, right? This is the most high frequency, high touch point kind of, let's say, practice, right? Okay. And then what's the next
Very
one?
high frequency. I think
Right.
A lot of word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
So obviously you come to us and then you end up enrolling in.
Yeah. Obviously, I think this business works like that, right?
We have
Yeah.
a very large membership program.
Yeah.
So I would say 60-65% of
So these are what, like, Sahil, quarterly memberships or half yearly, yearly?
these are open-ended memberships. You
Okay.
buy for a certain value of money.
Right. And you can use it over time.
Add it, yeah. You can
Yeah.
add a top up and you can
Right.
keep consuming it.
Right.
We open it up for friends and family so that
Okay.
you can participate.
Right.
And of course, I mean, at the end of the day, if there is affinity to the brand,
Right.
then this is more value for money. And of course, for us, this is one of the levers to build
Right.
more loyalty.
So do your customers get additional discounts if they were to get, let's say, a membership, or how does it work?
Yes. So
Yeah.
they get more value for money
More value for
in
money.
terms of buying a certain ticket size, but getting more added value
Understood.
on
Yeah.
top of it.
Yeah.
And then of course with certain high level memberships, there's also some discounting or
Right,
other,
right.
Coupons that
Bells and whistles.
bells and
Yeah.
whistles, yeah.
Okay. Got it.
priority on certain things and so on and so forth.
So this is one leg, right? What's the next, let's say, segment?
So all of these categories under the salon,
Yeah.
and then we instituted the clinic
Yeah.
in a formal manner about in the year of about 16, 17.
So it's about like 8-year-old.
It's 8
Right.
years old. And I think the moment of truth for us with the clinic was that at the time of COVID, it really stood ground.
Right.
While all of the salon side of the business for the entire industry
Yeah.
was,
Took a big dip.
largely dead,
Yeah.
right? The clinic stood strong at that time. It reinforced our belief that this is a practice that we would like to build.
Yeah.
We'd early on kind of established that the whole thesis would be that if both practices are extremely qualitative in nature,
Right.
and we've been blessed, like I said, in terms of all of us contributing our specific, expertise.
Expertise, yeah.
in this manner. The thesis was that people have needs which are basic and recurring,
Okay.
and the solution to some extent. But if we can plug in, so my father was also a dermatologist. My wife is also a
Your father is also a dermatologist.
dermatologist. He had a
Oh,
small practice
okay.
in the original
Right.
Bodycraft.
Right.
He didn't really scale it.
Right.
But when my wife came in, I think like I said, we had a moment of truth. We put it all together. And
All skill set in the family. Let's make use of it. Yeah.
We had to do it, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, maxed out.
Yeah. Maxed out. Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
So we started seeing these very clear cross-pollination environment where you come to us for a certain service, the salon can do ABC
X,
for you,
yeah.
right? But if you need an interventional kind of solutioning, then we step you up.
It's a very seamless handover. Yeah. It's a very seamless process, right? All under one roof.
It's fairly seamless now, of course.
Yeah.
It's taken some time.
I'm sure.
To
Yeah.
iron it all out.
Yeah.
But today, the Bodycraft promise is that you come to us. We have everything that you want on the salon side.
Right.
We have a very large category of, services or procedures that you can consume on the clinic side as well.
Right. Right.
We try to solution, like I said, all your recurring, frequent personal grooming and beauty needs.
Yeah.
But then we can also work with you on the clinical side to
Very specific needs.
other stuff. Yes.
So tell us about, under the clinical practice, tell us about some treatments which you see are becoming extremely relevant for your customers. And I think, in general, for our viewers, like what would you believe is like our hot categories, which are like really finding a very good product and market fit, right? I mean,
Sure.
what would those treatments be?
Sure. So I mean, with anything that is services or consumption led,
Right.
there is something which is a baseline because
Yeah.
it's high frequency,
Yeah.
affordable pricing, and it's also dependent on need, right? You need it very
Yeah.
often, like a haircut. for
Yeah,
instance.
yeah.
Similarly, on the clinic side, you have an acquisitive set of categories.
Categories, yeah.
So laser hair reduction
Okay.
is fairly out there.
Laser hair reduction. We at SaveIN, we keep hearing this LHR. Is it like very, very like very popular treatment? Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
Huge.
It's huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Even men participate in it.
Men participate. I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. So that's one laser hair reduction.
Groomed and manicured.
Yeah.
Easier this is.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
Indian population is
Getting there.
hairy.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If I was to use a politically incorrect word.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is. And
Yeah.
I think given our climate and our environment, people don't want
Yeah.
body hair.
Yeah.
So that is definitely the last.
So how much, let's say, typically, like how long are these sessions? Like how much time does it take for somebody to get, let's say, a full body, experience if they want?
There's multiple sessions.
Yeah.
Right. The efficacy is delivered across multiple sessions.
Okay.
Reduction in hair growth is experienced as you progressively
Progress. How many months does it typically take?
So typically we would do a 6 to 8 session package for laser,
Right.
and this could span easily 3-4 months.
3-4 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
That's typically the figure. So
Typical.
obviously if someone's enrolled in full body, then different body parts,
Yeah.
times, etc., etc. Depends on how much hair regrows.
Understood.
So then there's the minutia and the technique.
Right. Got it.
So
Yeah. So laser hair removal is one.
yes.
What other treatments come to your mind?
Everything that is skin related.
Hmm.
So chemical peels,
Acne,
HydraFacials,
HydraFacial.
other energy-based devices that solution
Yeah.
acne or tonality of skin or pigmentation.
So yeah, HydraFacial is becoming a rage, right? I mean, we keep hearing this, but tell our viewers, what is a HydraFacial? Hota kya hai ye?
So the HydraFacial, I mean,
Because I've seen like ads, don't call it a facial, right?
there's many HydraFacials that are out there right
Acha,
now.
theek hai. So just simplify it for people.
Yeah, so there's a proprietary HydraFacial technology / machine,
Right.
which is FDA approved and patented in the US.
Okay.
And what it does for you is it kind of combines a device-based intervention along with infusion
Infusion.
of certain chemicals that you need, right? So
Okay.
devices are used
Right.
to exfoliate,
Right.
to extract.
Is it like scraping, micro scraping?
It's scraping.
Yeah.
It's a lot of suction, so it pulls out
Yeah.
a lot of let's just say all of the stuff that you don't want
Right.
on your skin, starting from dead skin and so on and so forth.
Sure.
And then once that is done, then there's oxygenation and infusion
Okay.
of certain chemicals which help you
Right.
with pigmentation, with marks. and
It's
stuff.
becoming very popular. How much time does it take for a HydraFacial?
I would say a 40-45 minute session.
One session or more sessions?
No. So people enroll in packages.
Packages. Like
People-
how many typical sessions are good if somebody is evaluating? Like how many sessions?
It's like I said, it's like getting a haircut.
Acha. Okay.
If you want to maintain good
Oh,
skin,
got it.
especially as you age,
Yeah.
right, and then there's damage because of environmental factors. and so on and
Right.
so
Right.
forth.
Right.
You will continue to do this. It's like, I mean, I can't say brushing your teeth, but
Right.
I guess it like.
But definitely like a haircut or equivalent of that. Wow. Okay. So
you
we
do
talk
that
about yeah.
And this is like I would say this is regimen, right? Once
It's
people
like
get-
okay.
once-
So do you see that happening with people? So do you see already with your client base that it has become a part of their regimen, as you said,
Oh,
right?
yes,
Like,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So and this is booming, right? I mean, this segment of healthcare and wellness. I mean, as we see, we are in this business ourselves, and we see that this has an extremely hyperbolic growth curve, and the adoption across, let's say, across age segments, I would say, is tremendous. I mean, I think I haven't seen an adoption rate of a service like this, if I were to say this, right? I mean, everybody, it's a rage. People just want to look better. And I think
Yeah.
aging, suddenly people are taking a lot of pride in aging. Right?
Yeah, aging
Suddenly, aging gracefully, aging with a lot of healthy, let's say, context, and you don't want to be dependent, you don't want to be looking old. So it's not about vanity, it's also about feeling, genuine feeling of that independent and best self, right? So do you see that?
Look, I mean, all of us understand the India story.
Yeah.
Macro,
Yeah.
demographic dividend,
Right.
etc., etc. People are a lot more conscious.
Lot more conscious, yeah.
Let's just understand that.
Yeah.
I think women are a very large participant in the workforce, at least at certain levels, right? We're still not gotten there, but a lot of women are working,
Right.
right? You have nuclear families where both partners work, they're all
Yeah.
out there. The young population wants to present themselves in a certain way.
Absolutely.
People want to look good. You can call it vanity, but let's just say that it's
It's just about feeling good about yourself. I mean, one man's vanity could be somebody else's, let's say, very basic need, right?
Yeah,
It could be a very baseline item, right? For some people.
Yeah, I think India as a culture, given what we are going through right now in terms of growth, is a culture which will kind of embrace beauty inside out.
Yeah.
And I think very soon we'll tend to health inside out as well.
Right. So, so Sahil, tell me this, right? So Bodycraft is now, let's say, you're building Bodycraft as a brand which is synonymous with, let's say, as you said, like your personal self, right?
Sure.
So you said that you're building a business which caters to multiple segments. You can walk into a Bodycraft salon. If you have a subsequent need, then you have, let's say, a clinical practice, right?
That's right.
So it's a very seamless handover, and I think this is a very unique combination because back in the day there used to be standalone salons who would seldom get into the medical side of things, or let's say the clinical side of things, if I were to call it. Now you see that you have, let's say, a salon and a clinical side of things. So what is your, let's say, the next growth plan for where do you see the customer, let's say, requirements are? And how are you fine-tuning your growth strategy, or what is your expansion, or what's the next big thing for Bodycraft?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think on the salon side, we're clear about how categories behave.
Right.
And where the needs are, and how we're going to ramp this up.
Right.
The salon space is also kind of commoditized.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of players out there.
Right.
Across the various segments at the market.
Historically has been very fragmented also. Right. I mean, there are a lot of neighborhood salons and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yes, getting fairly organized now.
Right.
I think a lot of players who operate pan-India.
Yeah.
Well organized in terms of corporate setup, etc., etc. So the salon side of the business is something we've been doing for a while.
Yeah.
We understand it well.
More than 2 decades now, right? I mean, I think more than 2 decades. Yeah.
On the clinic side, I think we're still understanding how categories behave.
Right.
Like I said, we work across categories.
Right.
Anything that is minimally invasive. So we work on body contouring. We work on facial aesthetics with injectables and fillers.
Okay. So Botox and fillers are like,
yes.
Yeah.
Hair regrowth. So as we understand the categories, I think there are certain categories which are need, and then there are certain categories which are more high value, but participation could be discretionary, right? So unless you really need to do it or want to do it, because it's slightly expensive and because you also need a certain amount of expertise in delivering that, people will, it's not like everyone's going to participate on that side.
Understood.
We're clear that the hybrid model is going to be our go forward plan.
Okay.
So whenever we look at a particular location, we will look at the salon and the clinic coexisting.
So they are like on separate floors, or how do you, let's say, design your particular center?
It depends on the real estate available. We can place them on the same floor, but keep them as marked as two distinct
categories.
Identities or entities. We could look at a floor above, floor below in some places where real estate is not available.
So you're flexible in that regard.
We like to situate the clinic as close as possible.
Right.
To the salon.
Right.
That's essentially the play.
Right.
Bangalore as a market, I think we're a brand that has grown in Bangalore. We're dominant here.
Right.
We will do more in Bangalore.
Right.
There are specific micro markets that are emerging as as Bangalore urbanizes more and more. Which we will look at. We definitely have inquiry interest from other parts of South India. So I think Tamil Nadu is a large.
So Chennai and maybe.
Yes, Chennai and other.
Telangana, Hyderabad maybe.
Telangana, Hyderabad are interested. There are a couple of other cities that we could look at. Karnataka also. Right. But that's essentially what we want to look at. I hear fantastic things about Kerala as well.
Yeah, Kerala is hot. Yeah.
A lot of the conferences that are happening in Kerala see a lot more participation than any other part except for up north.
I think, and I can say this, so as you know, SaveIN, we operate in more than 100 cities. I can say this, Sahil, with utmost confidence. This phenomena is not geography, let's say, specific. This is happening in Jammu and Kashmir. It is happening in Kerala. The quantum, the kind of treatments, the price point sometimes, or the premiumization quotient could differ.
Absolutely.
But I think today, an average young Indian in the age group of maybe 18, 21 onwards, right? These people are being exposed to a very different way of life. And once they're exposed to a very different way of life, they are building aspiration. right?
Yeah.
And that aspiration is leading them to certain, let's say, services which they want to consume,
Yeah.
right? And I think this, and I'm not surprised that Kerala, let's say, seemingly hot for you, or some other places in Karnataka. I can tell you, even let's say parts in Madhya Pradesh could be hot for you. I can tell you Jaipur is brimming with, let's say, or Ahmedabad is like brimming, right?
Oh, sure.
So I think this we see is a pan-India phenomena.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you've explained very well what this whole demographic dividend terminology is. Right?
Yeah.
As a brand, I think while there's going to be very, very lucrative markets,
Right.
you want to spread thick.
Yeah.
Because there's also bandwidth.
Yeah.
And the attention that you can give to a specific market, right?
Right.
Now, a certain market could be right for 2 stores, a certain market could be right for 20 stores.
Right.
What we anticipate for the year to come is that we'll go to markets where we have the ability to spread thick, which means there could be multiple stores.
Right.
Right. And if then that can become the hub of which you start operating in smaller geographies,
then you can
do this as opposed to going to 5 small geographies.
Understood.
Running pillar to post.
Right.
Purely in terms of coverage. Because given what all we operate, our model is not the most simple to execute. The asset is large. It incorporates, like I said, both categories.
Right.
You require people of varied skill sets.
Calibers.
Operations is heavy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's capital intensive, people intensive.
Yeah.
There are dominant players in every market.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Breaking market share is also a very intensive process.
Yeah. But that's entrepreneurship, right? That's something that's core to, let's say, building businesses. So tell us about Sahil, the businessman. Tell us, how do you run your business? Like, what kind of a, let's say, I would say, manager or CEO you are? Like, how do you run your business? And tell us a little bit about your personal style of running a business.
So when I say that I'm lucky, I genuinely mean it. Right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not just for the fun.
It's not vanity.
I mean, you have to traverse through so much.
Yeah.
That all of this, support in terms of the women being upfront is tremendous, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I would have a balance of IQ and EQ for a business of this nature.
Right.
At least I don't.
Right.
And I'm sure a good CEO would.
Right.
I don't think I'm there as yet, but even after gray hair and spending so many years.
Yeah.
But I think the women or the leaders in the company really balance that out.
Right.
Let's go off it. I think to my own detriment, I'm a slightly micro kind of guy. So if I'm discussing something with you, right, I would want to solve that problem to the T. Correct?
But that's normal.
I find it difficult to just delegate off the top.
Yeah.
To my detriment, because then time management is something that I struggle with, right? I'm disciplined, but I also feel that I'm disciplined with indiscipline as well, right? So I will be disciplined past a certain point.
Right.
So I hit a threshold, and then I'm completely indisciplined.
Right.
Also doesn't contribute, very well.
Right.
I think we all work hard.
Yeah.
Right? I think the industry demands it of you. I think India as such is a very hardworking system.
And this is a great place to be. Like, it's a great business to be in, and especially the way the adoption curve has been. I think it always would be keeping you on your toes, right? Yeah.
It's pre-COVID and during the time of COVID, it felt like it was running on a treadmill. So you're running constantly, you get somewhere, but you're not really getting somewhere.
Yeah.
COVID was
distance versus velocity. Yeah.
COVID was a bit of a recalibration.
Right.
Effort point. Point for us. We had to recapitalize significantly. We had to evaluate where the company is going. We were growing at a hectic pace before COVID came along.
Yeah.
So was all of that growth sustainable?
Yeah.
Right. Was all of it led with unit level economics?
So you had to take some calls.
We had to take some of that.
Yeah.
I think the industry really came together at that time. So a lot of my learning was from the peer group. Because we were all brainstorming as to how we could get the businesses back on their feet.
Got it.
In terms of the regulatory environment, etc. Right. Before that, I think I would run, but how you kind of account for the landscape in general, that was not part of my regimen.
Got it.
I think I became a lot more smarter about that. Yeah, right. I also started to socialize very actively with the peer group because there's just so much evolution happening in the ecosystem, right? And none of these problems are documented. Everyone's dealing with the same problem.
It's just like, you have to absorb probably and then solve on the job, right? And what about your personal side? Like, what do you enjoy doing as an individual? Like any specific hobby that you have or like something that you indulge in?
So I'm fairly indulgent when it comes to food. At least once or twice a week.
Right.
Food, getting out, socializing,
Right.
with friends.
Right.
That's what I'm indulgent about. Once or twice a week for sure.
Right.
Of late, I work out on a routine basis.
Okay.
So I have a 6-day routine.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about kickboxing.
Oh, wow.
So I have someone that I go to for that.
Okay.
I love spending time with the kids.
Right.
Both Mickey and I work, so
Right.
we work together.
Right.
So we get time with each other.
Right.
In decent amount.
Okay.
Sometimes we want a little bit of time off each other.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working together. All
Yeah.
But then, of course, we band together when it comes to the kids.
Yeah.
Families all here.
Yeah.
So we have, family outings or get-togethers
Right.
quite often.
Any specific content you're watching nowadays?
I love documentaries.
Documentaries, serious guys.
Sports,
Ah.
crime, a little bit of science.
Right.
Right. But sports
Yeah.
largely.
Ah.
So F1, kickboxing,
Right.
American football,
Football.
basketball.
Yeah.
All of that really holds my interest because it's just such blowout proportions.
Right.
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 In India, you don't see that magnitude of sport. Of course, you see cricket.
Yeah. But that's
But the way it's organized in the US and then the rest of the part of the globe, I think they've just built out
Different scale.
fantastic,
Yeah.
large scale,
Yeah.
franchises,
Yeah.
which are very inspirational, even in
Right.
terms of the journey for the sportsman and
Right.
everything they go through, how they're constantly evolving
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
different stages of their career, etc.
Yeah.
That's all good fun to watch.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I just watch rubbish. Brain issue,
Yeah. Yeah.
out.
Do you travel? Do you travel a lot for work, or like how's it?
Primarily for work.
Yeah.
Bombay, a few trips to Hyderabad. I
Yeah.
haven't been traveling a lot after COVID. Mickey travels very often because she trains with Allegan and so on and so forth. She's got a bunch of derma conferences.
Right. Right.
Sometimes I travel with her, but because one of us has to be with the kids,
Yeah.
I don't travel very often now.
Okay.
When we take holidays, of course,
Yeah.
we go out. So,
Yeah.
Southeast Asia is a favorite,
Right.
especially for the New Year's.
Right. It's close also. Yeah.
We've traveled a bunch to Europe.
Yeah.
Haven't recently, but before that we go every summer to Europe.
Okay.
And then I think there's a couple of trips
Lined up.
coming up to the US.
Excellent.
My in-laws live in close to Abu Dhabi, so
Yeah.
we go to Dubai very often.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I think
Wonderful.
fairly,
Yeah. Life is good.
out there
Yeah.
in terms of traveling at least a
Yeah.
couple of times a year.
No, this is very good, and I think Sahil, this is very, I would say, inspirational. You've been building something for the last 2 decades. Definitely, we as partners of Bodycraft, we do see how you work. And I think today, I personally got a lot of insights as to how the evolution has been.
Sure.
And I think I'm especially impressed by that, let's say, seamless handover from a salon to a clinical, let's say, practice, right? Because I think these are two different spectrums.
Yeah.
But I think Bodycraft is one of the few players who's trying to, let's say, converge both the domains and try to,
Even 6-7 years, but I think
I'm sure.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think this has been fantastic. And to all our viewers out there, Bodycraft, as you know, is the place that you should go to if you have anything. And as you heard, Sahil, if it's a salon item, they got it covered. If it's a clinical, let's say, outcome that you're seeking, they have that covered as well. So they are in multiple cities. Do check out Bodycraft. And if you already know about them, great. But if you don't, just Google, find out about Bodycraft. And Bodycraft offers very accessible and affordable, let's say, care, because they offer it with 0% EMIs.
Of course.
Yeah. So I think that's something which makes life very simple for a lot of you. And Sahil, it was wonderful to have you on the show. And it is great to partner with Bodycraft, and we are proud to be, let's say, partners in your growth story at SaveIN. So all the very best.
It's always great to come together with people who are doing something new in this space, and I think you really stepped up to that for our sector, for which we're very happy. Right.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sahil. With this view, he's the CEO of Bodycraft. Thank you, Sahil. It was wonderful to have you. Cheers.